Dr. Hayward speaking. Good, good, okay. If Mr. Donaldson's stabilized, why don't you cut his meds to half? But contact me if you see even the slightest change, all right? Thank you. Well, look who it is. You're not leaving town again, are you?
And miss my own soiree? No, just wait till you see my dress. Well, you look very distinguished today. Any particular reason?
Just thought I'd spiff up my image.
Get used to that look. It suits you. And you look even better in a tux.
Oh, that's right, your party. I take it I'm invited.
You're the guest of honor, silly.
Miss Erica Kane requests your presence at a dinner honoring Dr. David Hayward, the director of the Andrassy Foundation for Rare Diseases. Eric, I'm flattered. But isn't this a bit premature?
Don't you believe in visualization? I mean, as far as I'm concerned, that job is yours. I mean, no one can top your credentials.
You're absolutely right. So tell me, is this party your way of saying that you're ready to go public with our relationship? I thought we were waiting for the right time.
I think this is that time, don't you?
My husband, Adam Chandler, was here. And he told you that David Hayward issued orders expediting my daughter's stem cells to Seaview Hospital.
They were to be used for Dimitri Merrick. I'd seen the orders. They were written down. I saw them already.
From David Hayward?
No, from Dr. Jake Martin. I didn't see a problem.
Well, of course not. You would have no idea that my husband was dead set against this procedure from the very beginning.
Really?
Yes, really. So you're telling me that Adam, not David Hayward, issued orders expediting my daughter's transfers of the stem cell?
Yes.
So essentially, you took orders from Adam Chandler, who was not a doctor, who had no business being here. Monty, that's a big problem.
You're stunned.
Well, I mean, we have been very careful to keep this relationship under wraps. And now you're willing to send engraved announcements to our coming out party.
Would you rather I keep it a secret?
You know I wouldn't. I'm just wondering what the unsuspecting good people of Pine Valley are going to think. Are you going to be ostracized for being seen with me?
No, they are going to be dazzled by our presence. You, as the head of the Andrassy Foundation, you're going to be one of the most highly respected doctors in the entire medical field. And as for myself, well, I'm known for doing the unexpected.
Let's remember, Alexandra Merrick hasn't given me her thumbs up yet.
Well, she will, because who else could she possibly select?
Still, her decision criteria might hinge on something other than merit.
Well, then leave her to me. She likes me so much. I'll just charm her so much that she'll be left dizzy by the side of the road.
She doesn't stand a chance. Come in.
Mrs. Chandler, you have to understand, everything looked like it was on the up and up. Mr. Chandler said that he was going to send a reporter and a photographer over and that he wanted to have me interviewed.
Oh, wow. I see. Now, did anyone show up? Did anyone ever actually get here?
No. It was postponed.
You see, Monty, my husband's a very persuasive man. He never hears the word no. Actually, he probably doesn't ever even see the word no, except when it comes from me.
Yes, ma'am.
So I completely understand how you became an unwitting participant in this little scenario.
Mrs. Chandler, I really love my job.
No, you're not in trouble. I just need to understand the events that led up to the transfer of my daughter's stem cells and my husband's role in it.
Well, you know, this is the Chandler wing.
No, I know that, and he's quite proud of that. In fact, he's very hands-on. I'm sure he wanted to know all about how this lab works, didn't he?
Yeah, he was very interested. But I should really get back to it now, so if you'll excuse me.
I'll tell you what. We won't talk about Adam Chandler anymore. Let's just talk about you. I mean, you've been doing this for a long time, right? Phlebotics, stem cells.
For several years, yes.
Well, it's great. So you know everything there is to know about the shipping and storing and saving of these precious specimens.
Well, of course I do. It's my job.
Great. So why don't you tell me, in all the years you've worked here and in all the other labs, how many parents have you met of stem cell donors?
Parents?
Yes, just how many? 5, 10?
I can't say.
That many?
No, I've never met any before, actually, until Mr. Chandler, but I didn't know that he was Colby Martin's father. Are we done?
Actually, I have a few more questions, Monty, and then I'll have everything I need. Let's get back to David Hayward. How many times has he expedited a transfer of stem cell specimens?
I'm not sure. I work with a lot of physicians.
Oh, really? But you've worked with him before regarding stem cells.
Well, I can check Lucille. That's the computer. I'll just run a search on his name, and I'll tell you the exact number of times I've had one of his cases.
Okay.
Huh.
What?
Once. This time.
Isn't that unusual? That the only time that Dr. Hayward has ever dealt with stem cells is during the transfer of this particular procedure? He allegedly authorized the transfer via Adam Chandler?
Well, when you put it that way, it does sound unusual.
Okay, Monty, this is terribly important. I need to know everything that happened from the moment that my husband walked in the door. Everything that you told him about stem cells, including their testing, any procedures for shipping, anything that you might think of, including directions to the men's room.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I was sitting at my desk, and I was sitting here, and I was eating some chocolate pudding, and then the door opened, and I looked up, and there was Adam Chandler.
Mm-hmm. Continue.
Sorry if I'm interrupting anything important.
No, not at all. Dr. Hayward and I were just finishing up. He's such a thorough doctor. He's mine, you know.
Yes, I did know that, as a matter of fact.
Yes, he has actually saved my life and the lives of so many of Pine Valley's influential people, including the governor.
Erica, there's really no need.
Well, I just think that Alex would be very interested to know about your medical reputation, your standing in the community. After all, you're a medical professional yourself.
Yes, quite. If this is a bad time, I can come back later.
No, not at all, really. I was just leaving. David, I'll speak to you.
Let me get She knows, doesn't she? She must really want you to get this appointment.
I guess that makes 2 of us. So am I? Going to get the appointment.
Well, I promised you I would make my decision based on your merit, your casework, and without any personal bias on my part, and that's exactly what I've done.
I'm glad to hear that. So have you made a decision regarding my candidacy?
Yes, I have. And in all honesty, Dr. Hayward, I wouldn't defame my husband's memory by having you head his foundation. Goodbye.
Wait a minute. Just like that. Make your nasty little pronouncement and leave.
I thought it best to tell you to your face.
You know, I really misjudged you, Alex. I truly believed that you would be able to get past that unpleasant business with your roommate, Siobhan.
She was my best friend, and she died. I think that is slightly more serious than unpleasant business.
Her death was unfortunate, but it had nothing to do with me.
I can't go through this again. You have my decision.
One based on personal malice. Come Come on, Alex. Are you really that short-sighted? Yes, I want this position, and yes, I would be great at it. Can't you see past your personal animosity
I
towards
did
me?
everything I could to get beyond my negative feelings for you to make this decision.
All right, wait a minute. Just at least give me the opportunity to try and change your mind. What about my record as a surgeon? I mean, sure, there are other great surgeons out there, but how many could be administrators? I stepped in as acting head of staff for Bayside General for 9 months.
I know. I checked your references.
Well, then you must know that I'm the right man for this job.
David, your professional record isn't the issue. It's your personal ethics that I find so confusing. You appear to believe that you're above the rules because you are a renowned cardiologist.
All right, okay, look, I admit there have been times in the past that I played around with the line, but not anymore.
Oh, since when? Since yesterday?
What are you talking about?
Well, for instance, why did you involve yourself in my husband's case without my consent?
All I did was suggest Colby Martin as a possible donor. And as luck would have it, she was compatible. Now, I would think that you'd be thanking me rather than faulting me for that.
No, you interfered without my permission.
I never did any such thing.
Why are you lying? Your name was on the request to expedite Colby Martin's stem cells.
That's impossible.
And they were here.
No. I came in, man,
Yes.
and, Adam Chandler was here, and Dr. Haywood was there.
And they were here alone.
Yes. And, that's when Mr. Chandler told me that we would have to postpone the interview.
And David Hayward was here and Adam was here.
Yes, Mr. Chandler was saying that they were just getting caught up, and that Dr. Haywood was, well, he had been complimenting me, which was really a surprise.
Because the two of you had never worked together.
Well, no, I always thought that he hated my guts. He generally just sort of looks right through me.
And then what?
Well, then I had to get back to work.
And Adam stayed.
Yeah, he said that he had more questions for me about lab procedures.
And then what happened next?
Okay, I went into the storage room to retrieve the cold storage pack with the sample.
Can you show me that? Now?
Oh, yeah, okay.
And what were Adam and Dr. Hayward doing while you were doing this?
I think they were chatting.
About what?
I really wasn't paying that much attention. Should I continue?
Yes, please, absolutely.
And then I put the pack with the specimen in it into the out bin, which was right here, for delivery.
And Adam and David Hayward were here during all of this?
Yes, ma'am. And I don't know what else I can tell you.
I don't know either. But I know that there's something else.
My only involvement ended with my suggestion of using Colby Martin's stem cells. Apart from that, I never gave any orders. I never signed any orders.
Yeah, I saw the file.
I don't know what you think you saw, but I had absolutely nothing to do with your husband's treatment.
Like you had nothing to do with Siobhan's death.
What kind of a game is this?
No, it's not a game. You approved the rush orders from the lab. I saw it.
Then you saw a mistake. I'm telling you, I did not issue any orders.
What I can't figure out is what you were trying to accomplish by monitoring my husband's case behind my back. And that you thought I wouldn't find out.
I didn't!
So I thought I should dig around. Seems you've been pretty busy since you came to Pine Valley.
Who have you been talking to?
It doesn't matter. The fact is, I can't appoint someone to head of a prestigious medical foundation who would be capable of murder. Didn't you almost murder Adam Chandler with a lethal injection?
Adam.
You've kept your mouth shut about Colby's paternity for many months now. So obviously you have some diabolical plan in place, long range.
Regardless of what I might do, Adam, once those lab tests come back on Colby's stem cells, they're gonna point out that Jake is not her daddy. I wonder if Liza will figure out why.
They can't take those tests. not on Colby's cells.
Why, Adam, are you asking me to arrange another switcheroo?
Get your hands off of me. I've got to figure out a way to get hold of that sample. You distract him.
I'm not gonna do any such thing. Adam, I am a doctor first and foremost. If Colby's stem cells can help save Dimitri, or at least prolong his life, I'm not gonna interfere with
They
that.
don't have to be Colby's. They could be anybody's. We don't even know if they're compatible.
Let it go, Adam. If those tests show that you're Colby's daddy, well, I guess it was meant to be.
Get out of my way. I'll do it myself.
You will do no such thing. Damn it. I'm needed in surgery. I'm warning you, Chandler. You stay away from those samples, or you wish you had.
David.
It was an accident. I was cleared by the hospital board.
Oh, like it was an accident that your name was on the order. You're very accident-prone.
Are you telling me that all of this, your scrutiny into my past, your refusal to name me as director of the foundation, is because my name erroneously appeared on those orders?
Give yourself more credit. You understand why perfectly.
Oh, excuse me, I left something on Dr. Hayward's desk. So, may I be the first to know, is it time to break open the champagne? What? Is something wrong?
I wouldn't pop the cork just yet.
What does she say?
Erica, I can manage this.
No, I can't believe this. Are you letting Dr. David Hayward slip through your fingers? Are you insane?
I would have to be if I let him run the foundation.
That makes no sense whatsoever. Dr. Hayward is the best candidate, the ideal candidate. He has impeccable credentials. There could be no possible reason for turning him down unless you are fabricating
Erica,
one.
just leave it alone. Okay.
I think it would dishonor my husband's memory to have this man run his foundation. Dimitri wouldn't want it, and neither do I. And Dimitri certainly wouldn't want David Hayward for you either.
We should be celebrating.
Like I told you, she seemed unpredictable.
Oh, no, no, no. There's something much more going on here. Once and for all, David, what is it that Alex Merrick has against you?
Mrs. Chandler, I really should get this specimen back into the storage.
Oh, no, please. You've given me a great deal of your time. I'm sorry for bothering you.
That's no problem. I usually don't get very many visitors back here anyway.
Are you sure that there's nothing else?
I can't think of anything else. Except for the fire drill.
What fire drill?
Well, it was more like a false alarm. The fire department issued the all clear.
And Adam was here?
Yeah. You know, he was very, very concerned about the sample.
Is there another vial with my daughter's stem cells in storage?
No, no. This is the only one. See? Colby Martin.
125 cc sealed?
That would mean that it's completely full.
Monty, how can that be? When you use some of it for Dimitri Merrick.
I can't imagine.
I sure as hell can.